live, bro. We live on the internet.
Ah,
We live on the internet. Listen, man, I've been trying to get this guy down, and I know he's been trying to get me down. You know what I'm saying? We've been having an amazing dance for the past 5 years. I can't believe that we've been able to get as much done as we've gotten done.
facts.
Aligning maybe 8% of our focuses together. It's a
Facts.
lot more than that, but to the world, it might feel like it's 80% or 800%, but to us, it's been a small fraction, you know what I'm saying, of what we
Yeah.
know that we could do and how impactful that we've already been able to be, in a small amount of time that we focused on, one mind putting something out. So that's like when you called me today, I
Yeah.
was like, this is my twin. Like, I can't run from him. You like the ex, I want to run away. Like, I
Oh,
just love him. I can't help it. You know what I
I had
mean?
the music bumping in the background. I'm like,
Yeah, and it just doesn't, like, yeah, I can go on this journey, but it doesn't feel right without my other half, so to speak. And for those of you who don't know, you guys won't get real familiar with us. I know that we're just streaming live. The thing doesn't have a title, but just know that it's always going to be sauce when you see these two faces on the screen at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We're going to deliver value. We're going to make you laugh. We might even make you cry. But we're here to share our experiences, pretty much have the same conversations we have behind the scenes and just bring them to the forefront. Because we realize that it's so many conversations that, like, I don't know about you. Well, I do know about you. It's crazy when you reach the point, this is not even speaking out of ego, where every conversation you have, you feel like, damn, that should have been recorded. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, dang, I should have let someone in on that conversation because I'm only speaking to certain people on a day-to-day basis. And everyone, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a best friend, whether it's a partner, everybody is dropping sauce. And everybody that I'm talking to, at least, is having some
Yeah.
sort of level of conversation. I feel like, dang, I feel like we should have this out in the open. How you
Yeah.
feel about that? I know you going through the same thing in your own stuff.
I I mean, bro, if it's not said or written down, it almost doesn't exist out here. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And there's a
mm,
lot of great things that we hold, harbor. Honestly, some of the best ideas are in the graveyard from people,
mm.
that had it up here. So knowing that and knowing the results from people that actually apply the knowledge or whatever it may be. There's somebody out there right now that just was the best socks seller. You
Right.
know what I mean? Somebody that became the best can maker,
Facts.
aluminum can maker. You know what I mean? So knowing that people are putting out what they believe, it makes it almost like a aha moment. Like, all right, bro. Like, yeah,
Yo,
you
speaking of
can only
aha
sit back
moment,
on the side. You can only sit on the sideline and
but for
watch.
so long. Like, listen, I'm watching
Like,
your shirt. Like, you know what I'm saying? It says what I can see. I can only see hustle and pray. You know what I'm saying? But just think about, bro, early 2008 and 2007, 6, when we trying to find a way to hustle. We praying for a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if the internet exists today, back then, how it did. You know what I'm saying? Say, like, we would have
hey,
been.
I don't even want to imagine because I don't even know if we'd be here, bro. We'd probably be we probably be in Fiji somewhere on the run from them
Yeah,
because
like, we prayed for times like this, as Meek said, to
yeah,
be able to come
yeah,
on here and just by having a conversation has become currency. We're in a world where, and we talked about this before, where, I go to people's house, I don't see ABC or BT on the TV no more. I see YouTube. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We came to a
yeah.
place where we're no longer tuned into MTV or ABC. We're going to social media. We're going to TikTok. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to Twitter. We're going
Facts.
to YouTube, and we're not going over there to watch corporate people. We're going over there to watch each other. Somehow,
Yeah,
we have become the new TV stations, and everyone has a station, whether they're utilizing to put out content that benefits them or hurts them. It doesn't matter. Everybody is their own station. Your so-called profile, or even YouTube, they made it easy for us. They call your profile your channel.
yeah.
That's what it is. It's your
Yeah.
channel.
That's it.
And depending on
And
what you
it's
put out on your
YouTube.
channel,
YouTube. YouTube.
you are the tool. You know what I'm saying? And they are living up to that philosophy. Like a mug, even down to where, like I said, we hear about the NBA. Oh, the NBA just negotiated a big TV. You are the new TV deal that's being negotiated for
Yeah.
right now, that they're looking to give you 55% rev split in a partner program. Like, we are in unprecedented times, and it's crazy because I've been a consultant all these years advising people, and I realized you ain't even been drinking your own tea. You ain't even been taking your own medicine. You haven't even become your own network. You know, and I want you to chime in on this, but I just talked about, now this is high level stuff, but this is just what we talk about. To be able to, now we're in the big place where you can take your content, you can put it out on all these channels, you can put it under LLC or S Corp, and then you can put that thing in a trust and leave your children as the beneficiaries. And shout out to you for really drilling in my head the ideas of trust. But if you got a second, just talk to me about the ability to even do that.
Bro, it's like the biggest cheat code. I mean, I only want to say it's the cheat code because we've been cheated, and we ain't even gonna go into that, the paper world and all of that. But there's a way that you're supposed to be operating in this place. You know what I mean? There's a way that the people that are passing down generational wealth are operating, and they're operating the right way on paper. And one of the most simplest things that our people tend to overlook is the trust. Now we have trust between us. Is you know, it's just verbally announced, but this paper trust, having things on paper, puts you in a whole different ball game. And it's something that can honestly take 20 minutes that can save 20 years, 200 years of your life, can pass your legacy on forever, or it can hold it up for 20 years. There's I'm not going to say any names because, you know, I post about it all the time. There's so many celebrities that just pass, and then when they die, they go through probate for 7 years. Their estate is being auctioned off, right? They done lost a third, 2/3 of their money because they didn't have trust. They had the will. Here's the thing: the will don't prevent you from probate. So unless you have this document in place, you pretty much giving your money back to the people that enslaved us in the first place. So with this trust, bro, it almost gives you the gold mine to your financial future, to your life, honestly.
Right.
So let's say you create a trust and you put anything you want in it, bro. I could put this coffee mug in it, bro. Right now, this mug can go into the trust. They can't, and it means the trust controls it, right? This phone, right? So, like you were saying, you touched on something that even when you said it, I'm like, damn, that is intellectual property. In the 80s and 90s, they were struggling with the music because the labels had the intellectual property. Now you can really be your own label, control your intellectual property, and as those residuals is being paid out from all these platforms, it's going directly to your trust. No middleman, no tax free. You don't even want to get into that point. Tax free, you gotta pay taxes if you think it's structured the right way.
But listen, man, this stuff is so important because I really, you know, we always know that the people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, and you know, people that are in, let's say, our particular community, you know, until you start hearing stuff like this, even when I was hearing it at first, and I think that I'm, you know, smart or so-called smart, it's still stuff that I'm just like, what the heck is that? You know what I mean? We've been devoid of certain languages and conversations, you know what I'm saying, that has led to our destruction. You know what I'm saying? Like I just was watching one of the recently, you know, transitioned entertainers, and his girlfriend was online, and she's saying like, you know, we don't have anything. We don't have this. We don't have that. And I'm not gonna say her excuse, but the thing that she said is that, you know, we're so young, we wasn't thinking about that. But you know, this is when you're supposed to start thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Say like, you know, but we don't have any education even around leaving our children anything, even around creating wills, even around creating trust. So it's crazy how now that, you know, you've been one of the main ones introducing to me this information, and now that I have these words moving around in my head, it's changing my whole perspective on how I view everything. So just imagine how much language we've been getting robbed. They say that we don't have the right perspective, but y'all are robbing us of crucial languages to where we was introducing some of these words.
They make it not, it's not cool because we come from a space where you got to see it to believe it versus believing it till you see it. So when you hear these words, we made fun of it, bro. I did too. Trust fund, baby. Oh, trust fund, baby. That wasn't cool. Honestly, you was a square if you was a trust fund, baby. No, really, your family was smart. They was actually genius. They set it up so you got money coming to you every single month to be able to use for your rent and your crib. And when it's time for that wedding is paid for because the life insurance policy had money growing and they pulled out of it because it was that, you know what I mean? So these tools, man, that, and I don't want to say the tools because truthfully it's the words. The words don't really have power. It's the action behind them. Because when you think about this, we use a word for so many different things. Like So one word, John means 1,000 different things.
Person, place, a thing, bro.
Yo, where we from, bro? John means 1,000 things.
The person,
bro.
place, a thing.
I literally can say it, and you will know every you.
Exactly.
Well, I can't speak for every people around this world, but up top, people will know every sentence and finish and fill it in with the word John.
Right.
But John has his own originating definition, right?
Right.
Right. Just like the word, I don't know if I can cuss on here, but shit. Like shit means poop, but then I'm tired of your poop, and
Right.
I'm tired as poop, right? But
right.
no, it doesn't mean poop because poop means poop.
Right.
So how are we using these words, right? How are we reevaluating the power of these words when really they're supposed to be trust means trust, bro? Like in God we trust. We really, so it's really us, always the whole time.
Right. So yeah, man, this these conversations got me, looking at the game in a totally different level. Even all the way down to, we always understood how YouTube and stuff is monetized, but for whatever reason, I'm looking at it in a totally different light. And it started happening, even when last year I seen that YouTube started to announce that it was going to, because what happened is that TikTok came and changed the landscape for everybody, especially with the reels and shorts. So low key, we have to realize Facebook, Instagram, that's one company, YouTube, that's a company, TikTok is a company, but these people are all competing for this content. You know what I'm saying? So for YouTube to directly go at TikTok, what they did is they said, okay, starting February 1st, 2023, the same content that you're posting on TikTok, we are now going to pay you 45% of all ad revenue that is generated from that content, because they felt like that's going to pull the rug up onto the TikTokers. Why? I'm gonna go where the money's at. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go where, and not only where the money is at. On my last live, we went on SimilarWeb. We typed in YouTube. We see that YouTube is the second most trafficked site in the entire internet. They getting 34 billion page views every single month, with an average on, I believe, 19 minutes per view, on an average of 11 videos viewed per visit. That's insane numbers. You know what I'm saying? So not only do they have
the cable company can't even get that, bro.
Exactly. So they're really trying to come in and they're trying to corner the content game, and they finally understand that all the tricks, bells, and whistles, what we're going to do is we're going to pay these people, and then what YouTube done is we're going to give them 10 different ways that they can monetize. I've been studying it. So not only can you monetize from your ad revenue, you can monetize from your super chats. If you go live, you can monetize from subscription models. They have the ability to integrate Teespring and different stuff into your store. You know what I'm saying? So they're coming up with all these different ways to give the money back to the content creators, up to 55%, because they're realizing without us, there isn't no money.
Nothing.
And they're also realizing that we're not going to keep allowing them to take trillions of dollars, bro. Like the Alphabet company literally generates hundreds of billions of dollars a year in ad revenue, meaning that since they don't produce no content, that's you and my content being showed, being leveraged against the advertisement from us as well, because it's crazy. We create content and we're buying the ads on the other end, and
double dipping
100% of the profit. They've been keeping.
We do all the work and we do all the buying. That's So
that game, once again, depends on how freaky we want to get. We talking about the age of Aquarius, which we'll leave that for another thing. But I feel like, and if you go back to my, I posted 3 years ago, that the future of online is going to belong to the creators. You know what I'm saying? Because I already knew. Because mind you, they have to do something because Web3 is coming. We've already on DSO. We've been on DSO for a year and some change. The only thing DSO is missing is critical mass. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't slowing down.
Meaning that not only are we going to own our content, which me and Jared, shout out to Jared, I think he's watching. We went through the terms and conditions on the last live. So you do own all of your content that's posted to Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You do own that content. But they don't make it easy to own. But platforms like DSO and Web3 and some of these other platforms that's coming out, they're giving you the keys, literally the keys to your content. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And they're giving you all the ways to monetize every single thing that you put on. You can turn your damn post into an NFT. So
Yeah.
the future is bright as far as the creators being compensated, which is forcing these big tech companies. Y'all got to do something. It's almost like, remember when Jay-Z was talking about how he went back to his crew after hearing a 50 Cent mixtape and let everybody know, y'all need to get on y'all game. Why? Because 50 Cent is coming. That's how it is with Web3. That's how I feel like these big platforms are. Like, we need to get on our game and start breaking bread, because the only thing about it, the platform already exists. The consciousness just isn't there.
Yeah.
Once the consciousness catches up to where what's already possible within Web3 as far as monetizing your content, it's going to make a lot of these big companies start to sweat, and they're going to have to start doing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell me
For
about
sure.
that. Tell me about how
I mean, you got to think about it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They've had the game for so long, bro. They had the streams. They was able to get away with the 0.001 cents per stream on music, the 0.007 cents on Apple per stream, the Spotify 0.004. So they've been a way to get with it. They've been able to get away with it until the day of pretty much decentralization. Because now you think about it, if you're only paying 0.007 cents for a stream, and we know that advertiser just spent $3 for you to put this ad in front of us, what's happening in the middle platform? Like,
right.
We know our money ain't going there. So how is that money? Oh, it's in the middle. So eventually, it's almost like the same scenario that happened with Visa back with the merchants. When the merchants, I don't know if you remember, this was probably, I forget the name of the act, but Visa at one point was getting 4% of every transaction in the world. Everybody, bro. Every time something happened, it was 4% until the business or small business owners took them to court. And then the small business owners, which was us, we won. And that's why Visa now only charges 2%. So imagine making 2% extra on every transaction you was ever supposed to make. It don't sound like a lot, but 2% of everybody's transaction is a lot. So with these advertisers owning their platform, Google's not going anywhere. You'll never. The idea of when people say that, like, ChatGPT is great, take Google, bro. You
ChatGPT.
Google ain't going no, bro. Google has a parent company, bro. Google is a baby of a mom of a mom of a mom.
Right.
They got the bag, bro.
Alphabet.
They're just invested in, they're just invested here. So, like, it makes total sense for them to know that. But like you're saying, supply and demand. The demand is there now. You got to meet it.
But check this out, right? I want us to harp a little bit more on how profitable content is for these big tech companies, because we're starting to see Facebook went and bought Oculus. Google went and bought YouTube and all these other things and VR and bro. All that stuff we're going to, because mind you, we understand guidelines now. Before we didn't care about guidelines. Now we understand we can't be in YouTube and Facebook jail because we can't get no money in the streets. Yeah. So we can't we can't get no money.
I'm over here on good behavior. I don't even know what words. I'm like, bro, and I don't want to mess nothing up for us. So I'm treading light.
We're gonna have our uncensored channel, but we understand the game now. You know what I'm saying? It's the game. Yeah. But what I was saying is that all these, even Google going out and building their version of ChatGPT, all that money, bro, came from what they made off the content.
Yeah, absolutely.
What they made off the content, just to get an idea how profitable content leverage against ads, or how profitable attention, what I mean, is, and how you can take attention.
Mainly because our attention is so little. Like, people can't read words. So you really have to, again, see it to believe it. So that visual cortex that we're in right now, where everything is visualized, which now, look, I'm holding like this, but you better not get used to it. As soon as it's going to be like this, and I'm looking at you on my phone. I'm like, oh, there's Rod in really virtual or augmented reality. It's already, you see me put it on Facebook where I'm putting cars in my houses and stuff like that. But until, I didn't even know till, Rock. We already here. The trend. YouTube, most people don't even know this. YouTube has YouTube VR. They already in VR right now, bro. Going crazy. Show like Clubs is letting you come in and access. 2 Chainz is performing live in VR with concerts and stuff. So they know the power of the content, and they know that in order to sell these products, we're the gatekeeper, bro. Because no matter how you get it, even if you do got a lit store, it still got to be sold by somebody else, word of mouth. You
Right.
still have to buy into somebody else before you see something that may interest it. You know what I mean? Even
Right.
if that person didn't suggest that product. That's how they're winning. They see your face, they trust you, they trust the information, and then boom, here comes a product that's relatable.
Right.
You're the trust. We're the trust magnet. Word trust, bro. We're the trust magnet, bro.
And
It's
it
amazing.
is. And now content creation, I looked at the number. Content creator, just the content creator economy is already $100 billion economy. I see that over the next several years adding even more billions, because people are literally trusting people more than they're trusting brands. So you can have a brand profile, but if it's disconnected, doesn't have a face, doesn't have any authenticity to it.
Let's be real. You don't. And in these days, we'll use the name Balenciaga, right? If you don't know, if you hear these things about these companies and you don't really know who they are, what they stand for, who's the owner, people are now being selected, bro. People really want to know where their dollar is being spent, right? Especially because it's a recession. We ain't even got the dollars to give. We definitely want to know where it's going now. And we've been hearing about what y'all been doing with the dollars, and that may be why we're in this mess now. Oh, we need to know. So people are past the businesses. Think about it, bro. If Wendy's got on social media and started saying, yo, you know what? Them Burger King motherfuckers can't touch us, bro. Like, or use language like, yo, we really the illest out here. We've been the longest. They don't. It's formatted for this is offer, right? They're like kind of robotic with the humans are more natural. So we can perceive the idea of buying into something versus a company selling it to us. Well, in other words, right? You don't go to the gym and actually you're not going to the gym until it's thought, and you ain't thinking of thought until you see something else that's a desire that you want to be anyway. So somebody else then sold you on you selling you anyway. It ain't the company. It wasn't the shape, right? It wasn't the fitness gear, wasn't it? It was the person, right? The result. You may have seen his physique, or he knocked somebody out, right? Or you're experiencing being bullied. So we're in this reality. It's augmented. We can call it whatever you want, where we are conceptualizing everything in the physical. For real, that's really what's happening, bro. You see, you're perceiving what you want to see. And with YouTube, right, as being the gatekeepers, you come here, you don't even need to use the words. Google is so, bro, I love them. I wish I could work for actually Google. If you
we are right now,
bro, pick us up, because Google is so smart that all of their words are synchronized. Like if you upload music, it knows the first seven words. That's how they know to say if it's copyright infringement. So they're picking up our words as we're speaking, bro. Everything is getting smarter.
And that's being connected to search. You're starting to see YouTube videos pop up in search, and it's not even in the headline, but somewhere within that content, you said something, you triggered the algorithm, and now it's displaying that result. So what a time, to be alive. And then, once again, what a time is it for you to just share things that you're into? You know what I'm saying? Because even if you don't have necessarily anything for sale, the fact that these companies are now deciding to do such big rev splits, if you're on the right platform, you don't even have to sell nothing. It's all just about attention. If you can gather consistent attention, you have everything that you need to be self-sufficient. Now, are we talking about millions? No, but I think a lot of us got to get that millions and millions out of our mind, man. If you was able to generate $5,000 a month every single month off your ad revenue, and all you did was talk about, your favorite dog. I remember you had the cat Instagram. You had the cat. My man,
shout out to Lily in Vegas,
and had the cat IG. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you that it's so many different ways that you can come out here and monetize content. And what they didn't have, what was easy 3, 4, 5 years ago, is that these companies didn't make it so easy to split. I keep talking about the split, because even with the creator fund that IG had, they wasn't paying you based off your results. They were paying you what was in the fund. With revenue split, you're getting paid based off your performance. So if we really put a good job into doing production, driving greater value, we'll be rewarded for that on the advertorial side, because these are real companies that want to advertise. So they'll see Soup's channel, or they'll see Raj's channel, or they'll see Jared's channel, and they see that because on YouTube, you can place ads on particular channels. So this is a real business, guys. When you guys are creating great, valuable content to go onto this ecosystem, there are real players that are looking at it and looking to leverage the attention that you're gaining, so they can get some of that attention of your influence, whether big or small. Even if your video only got viewed 35 times, that was 35 opportunities for an ad to be shown and for some commissions to be cut.
35 target views, people that went there looking for that information.
Right.
It don't get no better than this, man. It's I think too, when you from being a part of it, seeing the transition, because again, you know, we were around before there was Google ads, before Bing ads, before Facebook ads, you know what I mean? And we were a part of it when it came, and then we took the L's and we was able to get away with certain things. I still don't have a Facebook account to this day. I can't run an ad, bro, from 2 years ago,
Right.
testing and trying. But the thing is, you know, as it gets mature, it just gets better because it's learned. Like I always say, what a time to be alive, because even in these moments, like even in these moments where it may be something where we think, oh, it's not beneficial. It's really just learning to sort itself out in our favor, because 45%, 55%, bro. Think about this. If you're an employee, you're not, and you're a salesman. When we was in corporate, I didn't get 45, 55% of what I sold on the floor. I got my hourly and maybe 5% of the monthly. Like my residual was not 45% of a sale, bro. So,
and then look, yo, you combine. Okay, so you combine when you combine ad revenue splits and then the percentages that affiliate marketing gets you. What other two business models do you really even need to win?
It almost makes it. It almost makes it insane to not structure your life this way, because one, we're always selling. We're selling ourselves every day. Whether you're telling somebody about the cologne, even if you say, I bought this Gucci bag, you sold Gucci, bro. You just didn't have a link, so you didn't get paid for it.
Have a link.
I prefer you would have Amazon, at least something on Amazon. You can at least be a reseller there. But like we're in this constant stage of information. We're sharing. And then we're also in this conscious state of buying, where we're buying others' experiences. We honestly don't even be wanting none. We just see other things, bro, and the triggers go off what we're capable of, and then them endorphins kick in, and it's like, yo, I want this too. So we're in this whole big thing, right? Sharing these experiences, feeding off of each other. And it was there was a middleman, right? We got to be real. The middleman has definitely been taking the pie, right? That's why the artists were trying to get themselves free, and here we are. Right. But this thing has been figuring itself out, bro. And like you said, it's for our benefit. Let me ask you this: if you didn't want to cut them in, you would have to have the production company, you would have to have the traffic, you would have to have the platform, you would have to have the servers. You would have to have like all of these things to come in to hope that you, at the end of the month, clear the board. You're even. You cover you cover all your expenses. So here's a free way where it costs nothing. Literally, yo.
And you eat what you kill. You eat what you kill finally, because they've been I know I can't say that word, but they've been graping us for so long. You know, it's hard to usually talk good about platform, but now I have to call a spade with a spade. Any of these platforms that's offering, especially like YouTube, 55%, and I know how big that ecosystem is. I know how well put together it is. I know how they got the ads. So for you to mimic that on your own, get the traffic, now you just can go fishing in their pond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once again, they have God, they kick you out. All right, well, we didn't create the platform. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So they have every
everything like ABC, should have structure.
ABC saying, yo, Seuss, we're gonna give you a big bag, but you have to produce children's shows. Oh no, all right, look, we're gonna produce children's shows. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, everything should have structure, because without it, then you have chaos. And then you would have something that could be damaging to the brand. So the whole and the thing is, it's always gonna be changing because it's growing. They're gonna keep learning. So I like, that's what I'm screaming. I work for for real. Yo, Rob, I don't know about you, bro, but I was excited when I was a car salesman, bro. I was excited to get 10%, bro, of the car sale. Yo, I'm like, wait, what? I gotta do all the work. And that, so to hear that you could be home, you could be wherever you want in the world, do whatever you choose, wherever you want to be, talk about whatever you think you're the best hairstylist, you could do hair all day. You think you the best basketball player? You can shoot jump shots all day. You can literally come on this platform and do whatever you believe to do. And every time somebody comes to see your specialty and they don't buy into you, we're still gonna give you 45%
like Floyd
when they
Mayweather,
buy
bro.
into somebody
I don't
else.
care why you showed up, just show up and let me get that revenue. And the thing about it is, think about it, bro. As being entrepreneurs for the same time period that we always had to have a product or service that we hustle. You know what I'm saying? Say, shout out to your shirt. Unless you was an artist, you never was your own product. Now it's more beneficial for you to be a YouTube influencer than a rap artist because the rap companies ain't catch up yet. Which they're gonna have to do something.
They can't, bro. They can't because you really can't monetize audio like that. It's dead, bro. Our whole game with music was built off the disc, the CD disc, compact disc, the audio. That was the experience. But now that you can press a button and hear anything, you can see anything. There's no value in that. So yeah, you're right. Like the rap game ain't dead because it's the entryway. But now these artists have to really be entertaining because we need this, bro. You want your bag, people need to buy into you,
and
bro.
Listen, they need to stop. I think they're so used to getting so-called shafted so long in that industry versus with the content creators. We're looking at these pennies you paying. We're like, now y'all gonna have to come up off these bags or we're gonna be pulling this content off the platforms onto our own platform. Like, we're not gonna be giving the others and you giving me 8% of the ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. If the artists start acting like the content influencers and demand from the Spotify's and have the same thing, y'all are making bread. Y'all have to rev split with us. You know what I'm saying? Not y'all taking 90% of the income and leaving the 10 or the less. I know you tell me I know it's less than that. Leaving that small percentage to us, and y'all just have the platform and we populate it with all the content. You know what I'm saying? So the music industry is still doing sloppy business. It seems like these Web 2.0 and big tech companies are having that gut check and they're doing better business because they understand we aren't ish without the content creators or the artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the curtain just pulled back. The curtain, we done peeped through it, bro. We all up in here. We done seen what it is, bro. We know where it's going.
What's those analytics over there? What those numbers is?
We know how to read. It's decentralized. We in blockchain now, bro. We're really in the area where you can't even hide numbers, bro. Like it's no way. Bro, I heard today they said they came up with a bot. I was laughing because our people, we always want the quick way around things. And I'm one for the one. I'm with it whenever it comes to our people. So somebody was like, bro, they done created an AI bot that can read fake bank statements, and how people be finessing documents to get approved. So they got an AI that shuts all that down. So I'm like, y'all gonna have to do things the right way, bro, because it's so just think about it, bro, and it all makes sense because it's 2023. It shouldn't take that much time for new ways to be implemented or new ideas to take flight. And with us being content creators, it's going to be even quicker. I can't wait until the big businesses really catch on to this, in the NBA and NFL, and then they break them contracts. Because imagine if the players had their own channels, bro. Got their stream. Now you negotiating your deals. Now you're saying, I'm not doing that endorsement deal, bro. Sprite, you can't get me, Sprite. What are you talking about? I got all these views already, Sprite. I need to get paid off every link click, dog. Look how much I'm getting. Beyonce would have been like, forget you, Pepsi. I don't need you. Look at my streams. She's like, hold on, I'm already getting that.
It's funny that you're saying that because that's another thing that we haven't quantified. Like, content creators, we're excited about the views, and that's going down a deep hole. But just imagine if and maybe it's a little bit of greed, you let me know, but just imagine if you say, okay, Pepsi, I sent 500,000 people through my stream to your site, and my analytics showed me that you generated X amount of, so I need some of that back end off that attention as well.
And look, and it better be instantaneous. That's why we in blockchain. Like, soon as that money comes there, it should be coming to my wallet. The same way it goes there, I need that NFT split or whatever it is, bro. It needs to. Why are we pretending like it don't exist? And why are we pretending like you weren't compensated? See, it was wild to me. A good buddy of mine, when he was in the NBA, I'm like, y'all should be getting paid every time you go to practice. every time you perform. Like
Right.
y'all should be paid, incentivized for every. See, y'all playing on salary, but if you get hurt, there ain't no guarantee. Yo, we are already in an incentivized world, bro, where we getting paid to go to Chick-fil-A. When you go to Chick-fil-A, you get points. Then you can come back and get free stuff. We already go to these stores, Target, and shop and get points. Starbucks. I stopped going there. I'm trying my best, but I do got a lot of points at Starbucks, bro.
Right.
Because we go there. So we, like you said, we in an incentivized world where
This is
you
about taking our
really,
power,
bro, you
too.
gotta.
It's taking our power back. I think that's what's kind of happening, because even when you talk about the NBA players and NFL players, at their core, they think they're players, but they're really content creators as well.
Yeah, all of them.
Because the TV deals,
on off the court, on off the field, the whole for the rest of their lives. They're a character, and they're wearing that uniform too. They're them, right? Which is a brand, and they're choosing to be a player. So that's still them. That's them there too. They can choose to work for them and get a percentage. What the NFL is getting off of them there, but it's still them at the core. They're still the creator. That's still the trust.
And if people say,
the register,
well, why should they get paid all those millions and billions? Because the owners is getting paid all those. So where's the money going? So you're not gonna give it to the athletes and take it away from the labels and the owners and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree. There are some professions that money should be going into, but the money ain't being generated in those professions. So if the money's being generated in the professions, you're not going to overstep. I don't give a F if NBA players are getting paid $1 trillion a year. If it's generating $2 trillion, he earned that. You know what I'm saying? These players earned that trillion because the owners, the thing. Go ahead.
Oh no, you good. You in.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the owners, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yes, it's a lot of things that go into owning a team, et cetera, but without the player, I'm just saying we're out of the age where the actual jewels is not being valued. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, bro, the college, this be real, Rod. They ain't gonna shut us down. The Coliseum. We're past the Coliseum stages, bro. Are you not entertained where you got to be the entertainers be killing each other for the one person's profit? We now know that, yo, it's our money. We done all the people that paid that ain't killing you, ruler. Right, we all here to watch this, so we might as well give it to the people we watch it, and that's why the centralization is the most important thing, bro. Because the transparency, and honestly, in our defense, the dollar ain't even been around 100 years, bro. So we really ain't even had a long shot at really bartering and agreeing and transparent. That paper just came in. There's stories in their books that's written on paper that we really don't even know, because we probably was doing the right things with jewels and diamonds in another place at another time. So with this currency just being what it is, and 80 years us figuring out that, yo, this thing ain't work, we done pulled it. It ain't actually, it's been less than that. Now us with technology, we really done siphon through it. We like, yo, we can make a digital currency. Now we here with digital, you know what I mean? So again, improvement is happening. And what we know is that the more we think about it, the more things just make sense. Not pay that. If your stadium got paid that day for all of those ticket sales, why would he not get paid instantly? Like, why would it not just go everybody's wallet on the payroll, bro? Y'all are small business. Y'all got under 500 employees, bro. It's a tax write-off. Y'all did get the PPP. Y'all got the ERC. That shit too, bro. Y'all got everything that everybody else. So I get it, because it's going up there, bro. It's a lot of people at the top, and by the time it gets down, like you said, we know it's a lot of money being made. It's not a lot of transparency. What I do like is it's changing, because now you got people like LeBron James, like, yo, I'm only playing one season. Y'all not going to lock me in forever, making all of this money off my franchise for 10, 20, 30 years. Now I'm going to have some stake in it. So I do see where it's going.
Yeah, they hate that, but you know, it was always inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always inevitable that the few can control the many. It was always going to be inevitable that the people with the least talent get paid from the creative actions of the creators. You know what I'm saying? And I think that what we're seeing with this creator economy is the start. It's like a tumbling weed, because once YouTube, so I think two of the biggest platforms is paying 55%, up to 55%. So another company can't come in and say, well, you know, because you're already used to getting paid more than half your work for your content. So it's going to set a level of a standard So when other people are coming in and saying that they're using your content, your name, image, your likeness, and they're offering these weak deals, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be able for you to say, no, I know what I'm worth. You know what I mean? And a lot of you guys don't have anything if you don't have the creative, you know? So, you know, for me, it's crazy because I've been in this industry now, for 17 years, right? And I've been externally talking to people, telling people what to do, et cetera, et cetera. But to fully apply it to myself, and to come into that full understanding that we are in the age that content, just us having this, especially if, you know, this is for the men, you know, especially if you're a man of 35 age or above, even a woman. But if you're over the 35 age and above, you have some type of life experiences that you can get in front of the camera and have a conversation with your boys, your home, whoever, and you can get paid off of that. And I can't stress how crazy that is. Out of all the ways we've made money in the history of man, when you had to go to physical marketplaces and trade goats and sheep and cattle,
it's crazy, Rock. Because it's not even crazy; it's divine. It's when we get to the end, like the end or whatever. Source gonna be like, "Yo, what more did you want? I gave you I literally gave you every. Yo, I made it free. I gave you the phone for everybody to see you. I gave you the internet. I gave you the brain to think about the topics. I gave you the shell to do the skill set.
Their brains on how they're going to earn income with this in their pocket, with themselves, and with this, and with 55%. But I'm being empathetic because I understand this is all new, bro. If I would have told you 15 years ago that you could build $1 million business just by going live every day, it wouldn't have computed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I would have told you 20 years ago that you won't be able to do nothing without this device, we never understood or knew how fast these things was going to come and how it was going to be everyone is glued to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're still adjusting to living in the metaverse, pretty much.
I get excited because I'm like, when I was telling my nephew, because he's 12 years old, man, and he's learning to trade Forex. And I'm like, yo, he's in middle school. And I'm like, yo, you can't listen to older people. I'm like, no offense to them, but they didn't. I'm like, yo, Forex wasn't even available in 1970, or you had to have $3 million to trade. It wasn't until 1998 could you get in and trade Forex for less than $1 million. So now you can get in with $10, $15. So I'm like, they can't even grasp the idea of what we've been exposed to. So in order to really move forward and all of this, what I've been learning, you can even chime in on this, is the old you can't come where the new you is trying to go, because the old you had the old experiences, and the old you would harbor on the old experiences and what the old you would do. So what we're experiencing, bro, is all new. So it's going to take a new level of belief. It takes a new, because like you said, well, if you say that to somebody who's been here, they're going to be like, what? I could be a millionaire off my phone. It just sounds too like simple, bro.
Too good to be
and
true.
We've already conditioned ourselves to make things way too complicated. Like we needed to be complicated on here, or we not doing it, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So it's just an amazing, and what I want to do, you know, because this is one thing, and this shout out to everybody who create content, but I feel like the things that most people do is that they talk, but they don't show. So the thing about us, we're kind of opposite. We do, but we don't show. You know, we don't talk. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta say facts.
Yeah, so we aren't people who just sit at the screen and scream at each other. We actually can go in, open our screen up, and show you all the little intricate steps, step by step. And we're probably better at that than we are doing this. You know, and you know, that's one of the things that I want to, you know, leave the people with, because we said a whole bunch of stuff. We had a lot of, you know, great conversation. I say that it's over right now, but before we get out of here, I want to show you guys, for those of you who are just starting out, or maybe you're not starting out, but maybe you're just trying to understand, you know, what direction to head into. I'm going to show you what I'm personally doing. You know, I'm going to show you one of my personal projects that I'm working on. And I chose this project to show you guys in a second because it's such an easy concept that someone can get started with when it comes to creating digital real estate and digital assets within their business. And, you know, we've been talking about this now for years and years, and we've gave people the strategy and they loved it. I think it's about time that we start revisiting these conversations and showing the average person on how they can get started with creating digital assets and digital cash flow and using social media, websites and stuff to generate this, and kind of how easy it is to get started. So I definitely want to share my screen really quick and just to show you guys a quick asset that I'm working on. Just started it, and so you guys can get an understanding on something actionable on if you get off this live or whenever you watch it, that you can get off and take an actionable step. Is that cool with you, my guy?
Absolutely.
And you can chime right
in.
in.
The computer up over here.
Yeah, you understand the game too. And so here is let me make this right. So here is a Instagram page that I've been working on. Well, I didn't work on it. Obviously, you got one post. But I'm understanding that not only is attention currency, niche attention is currency. So you have three major categories if you really, really want to win. And the major categories is going to be money. If you're talking about anything that has to do with money, anything that has to do with relationships, and anything has to do with wealth. These are like the three big categories. Now, you can win in other industries and giving out value, but if you really want to win, because there's so many different intricacies when it comes to earning income, it isn't just about ads. You have to be in the industry that has the correct CPM, which basically is saying that advertisers are paying a certain price for these views. So you can build in a niche to where, you know, it might have people might have audience, but no one's really advertising, no one's really paying. So you don't want to do that. Now, once again, you can start passion products, that's fine. But here we're trying to show you guys the quick and easiest way to profit. So like I told one of my friends earlier, it's not always what we want to sell, it's what the people want, you know. So you have to think people first.
Majority, hey Rob, let's keep it real. The majority of the time is what the people want. Because if we had what we want, then you know we would only have a bunch of us. So I think what Warren Buffett said, what you like, make it a hobby. What the world likes, make it your business. And it couldn't be more the truth.
Yeah, that's a bar that's gonna be cut up and distributed right there. So just to talk about what this page is, it's called, you know, Him and Hers Motivation. As you see, Him and Hers Motivation, a place for couples to find inspiration, motivation, guidance on the journey to personal growth and success. So this one actually fits two categories because it fits relationships. I'm gonna be talking relationship stuff on here, and it fits business. I'm gonna be talking business stuff on here. And the beautiful part about this, so you guys see us on video, and maybe you feel like you can't talk as fast as Ra, or you can't be as charismatic as Seuss. This is going to be a completely faceless brand, meaning that I'm not going to show my own personal face. I'm going to build up an audience on IG using, and if your eyes is keen, I already created one reel. If your eyes is keen, you can see these aren't real people. So just guess what I created these people on. I went to a simple video editing program, put in the quote, took time to write a caption. Now, if you understand ChatGPT, which will be on another video, and all I did was simply upload a reel just to get this thing started. What I'm going to do, because I just showed you guys on how, I'm not logged into this account, but I can log into this account. I can go into my Creator Studio. I can go open up a program like Canva and ChatGPT and Midjourney, and I can spend 5-6 hours going crazy, creating images.
Now, can I make a disclaimer?
Yes, sir.
I know this is your channel, your platform. Ladies and gentlemen,
us.
This is not normal. Would this man be that right? Now, look, you can definitely make some amazing things on AI with the automation and creating, but what Rob tells that thing to do and how it comes out like that, everybody don't come out like that. So I'm on here because I can't wait till he tell me how he did it like that, because this right here, bro, is a gold mine.
And I have
I'm just
unlimited pictures
about a fashion company who needs models and all that. Like, you just created two people that don't exist that may have a job for the rest of their lives, bro, that will generate income for, oh my God.
And the beautiful part, this is not, I now created a digital asset. This is a digital asset. This is going part to where, once again, I know that stuff is high level stuff, guys, but sometimes, we got to start high and come back down, which we're doing.
We can't come back down, bro. We can't come back down, bro. Oh my God.
But this, once it's built out, can be put into a LLC, once again, put into a trust, once again, with a beneficiary, once again, and now this thing lives forever. So these digital videos, these are real assets that earn you money and earn you attention. So the overall goal for this property right here, and that's exactly what it is. This is a digital asset and piece of digital real estate, is to come back here, create posting videos, get this thing up to about 10,000 followers, and then I can start charging for sponsored posts. Then I can start charging for sponsored stories. And then I can tell them who my demographics is. My demographics is men and women who are probably in a relationship or want to get in a relationship, that are motivation and business mind focused. So that gives me the ability to promote affiliate products, website builders, productivity programs. Now there's tons of information in men and women courses and stuff. So it gives me unlimited potential once this audience attention has been gathered. That's the most important part. I don't have to worry about monetizing right now. I'm just worried about uploading the content, because it's the attention. The content is the conduit for the attention. Once you can show that you can gain niche attention, making the money or earning the money is going to be simple. It's going to be easy. And guess what? I'm going to create the Twitter. I'm going to create the Facebook, and I'm going to create the faceless YouTube. So I have 4 different ways to monetize. And once it's going really good, I'll create the website. And then I'm throwing AdSense on the website. Then I'm throwing banners on the website. Then I'm throwing affiliate links on the website. So I built me out a whole digital real estate, digital asset ecosystem just off one brand. And then once it starts to do really good, where do I go? I go to Flippa. And then I sell it for a lump sum. I take a portion of those profits and I reinvest the other half, and I keep doing it again and again and again. Yep. With those 3 big niches: money, relationships, and health. You know what I'm trying to say? And if you can get all 3 in one, you know what I'm saying? That's a trifecta. Yep. So Seuss, my brother, I haven't get a chance. This is I'm showing you this business model live. I was talking to you about it. We need to hop on. You got to see it with the world. You tell me from your expertise, is this not a great way, or is it a beautiful way? We're gonna give you the Birdman. Is it finished or is it done? Wait for newbies to come along, create a digital asset, and earn income.
Bro, it's a double-edged sword, because not only are you going to need this for you and your brand, others need this for them and their brand. You literally can come in, and then here's how you kill 2 birds with one stone. I don't even like say kill 2 birds. I like birds. Sorry, no disrespect to the birds.
Shout out to Twitter.
Here's how you do something twice for one. I gotta get a substitute because I always use that. Now I don't want to use killing 2 birds. Here's how you hit 2 something with one is you build it for yourself, you use it for yourself, and then you leverage it and show other brands it. So now you got the work done. You're showing proof of concept, right? Proof of work. So now when they come to see what you got done, it's there. The numbers. Shout out to Jared. Shout out to Jared, because that's where my mind went when I saw his brand, like in a short amount of time. That's still not a lot, Rod. That's not a lot of time that he put in to take his brand from where it was from beginning to conception.
One of the top influencers in his niche.
So with that alone is, now that's the advertising platform to it. Yeah, he's selling his brand himself, but if he wanted to go get with somebody else, here's what they can expect to get. That's all. That's what this human interaction is. The only reason why it's not working with humans is because everybody does, their word isn't their bond. Everybody doesn't deliver what they say. I got 1 billion people, and only people show up, right? Oh, I can do it. You know what I mean? So these numbers and the content are literally our whole existence, man. And I just wanted to say they go hand in hand. But once you do one, it really supports the other. So just by getting in and building out a niche, like you said, it don't even got to be you. Honestly, the easiest thing you can do is pull out a notepad and look around your house and write 50 things down that's in your house. Literally, just go around and find 50 things and just write it down. I guarantee you, of those 50 things, 5 things in your house are something that you buy every single month. And of those 5 things, one of them are something that you could probably resell, or you can incentivize yourself and save if you use your own link to buy. So you can build a niche out of anything. Like when you met, we not met me when you were talking to me when I lived in Vegas, I knew that, pets, these people go crazy over pets. They were buying LED there was the LED collars back then is what they were paying for, bro. And we were running Facebook ads, and it was going good. We had some down days, but the days it was up. And then the same niche we got into the health niche, and we were selling slimmers. body slimmers, and you know, people were purchasing it, and we didn't even have a brand. Our brand was created, but it wasn't as strong. And that also shows you what scaling, you know, the truth about scaling, because if your product isn't real, people will eventually stop investing in it. So, but if you are the product, people will always invest. It won't matter if this doesn't work or that stops working. They'll eventually forget about it because it's you that they're invested in, and they're going to keep coming to what you have to offer. So it's the most important
personal brand is, so you know, you guys see, and here's the beautiful part about this, right? So I'm building a personal brand while showing you guys how to build a personal brand on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So content while creating content. Like, yes, I understand I'm creating content, but really we got on here to drop sauce, and while dropping sauce, we're creating content, you know, just to document, you know. So
this isn't even work. It really is us. And then what happens is, as we have this conversation, we're remembering it. We're just getting smarter. Then there's going to be new people that comes to the tribe, because when we really think about this, right, we talked about big numbers. We don't even want all the numbers. We just want the right ones. Out of all of these viewers and all these people, it means nothing if they aren't buying into what you have to offer. You heard me get excited about Jared having 2,000 views, 3.5 million views. I'm like, bro, all you need is one person that to click and be engaged in it, and it's up. You win one purchase, and you got 3.5 million opportunities for that one decision to happen. Bro, it's priceless.
And then look, and speaking of Jared's on here watching. He's in the comment section heavy. Shout out to Jared Sacred Boxing. One of the other benefits that he has too is because, mind you, his and I want to bring up his page just so that people can understand, you know, why we're talking about Jared. Jared came to me less than 2 years ago, said he had an idea for a brand called Sacred Boxing. And he went from 0, as we see, 54,000 followers. He's had tens and tens of millions of views, been featured on ESPN, Ring Magazine. He does content now with some of the top content creators, you know, in his entire space, right? And he didn't even really have a strategy. Like, not as far as not a strategy, but he didn't have, well, I want to sell this, I want to sell that. He just was focused on creating the content. So now what he gets to do, since we found out that YouTube is giving you 45% of the ad revenue, he gets to take all these videos, and he has probably like 700 reels, upload them to YouTube. And what he gets to add to this, look, there go your book. As soon as I meet him, look, who's that right there in the black hat? As soon as I get him, here, hold this camera. Rob, let's record something real quick. Like, content machine. You know what I mean? He gets to upload all of these videos, and then now at the end, since he's more developed, he gets to add a call to action, a strong call to action. So he's going to upload all these videos to YouTube. They're going to get millions and millions of views again. Now he's going to have millions of people not only getting great content, not only is he getting paid from the ad revenue up front, on the back end, he's going to be able to take all that attention and send them to where else that he wants them to go.
Yeah. Right. And another amazing thing about it is, and you know, we do our best to stay present, but in 5 years from now, these numbers is going to be even higher. Because it isn't like people aren't going to stop trying to learn boxing. There's going to be a new kid, a new person that decides to take up, you know what I mean, that's going to come and look. So these are like, it's almost like timeless value, right? Where we come from a stage where we were getting information out of books. So it was timeless at that time. Then we transitioned to audio books. So when you're putting your services or you're putting your value out here, you know, we're in the flesh living it. But again, like you said, this is going to be here even when we're not. So it really, you really can't even put a cap on it. You can't even measure it. You can't even, but what you can do is leverage it to see what's working, and to see, bro, to not even to see, because y'all saw it before you did it. That's the beauty. Y'all saw it, you believed it, you convicted yourself that we're going to create this page and this happened. You just did the same thing with this platform. The rest of the work ain't even us.
Right.
It's really just us getting in the space between the people. And now you can spin ad. You can put the money to put yourself between the people, or you can develop good content where people trust you and they're going to put you in front of them themselves, bro. Now they're coming back to your page. A good example is When I know I want to laugh, I go to HaHa Davis. You know what I mean? Like when I know I want something funny, I'm like, all right, I type this person's name in. Or when I know I'm looking for like motivation, I used to go to Wilder's, like, you know, D Wilder, the fighter. So we had programmed ourselves, or Eric Thomas when I want motivation, Abraham Hicks, you know what I mean, Neville Gatto when we want. So we pick and choose who are, and Jared is one of those pick and chosen people, because I guarantee you, if we went through all of the views, there's people who have consistently watched almost every view, bro.
Yeah,
like literally.
That's a fact.
So
he has super fans. That's a fact. And then here's the beautiful part is that he has super fans that's all over the world. So here's one thing, you know, I want to show, and I know that this could possibly get you excited. So here's my YouTube channel right now. Only 135 subscribers, which is cool. Not many views because once again, I've been slacking, but you know, I was back here really getting myself familiarized with everything that's back here. And this is a thing that kind of blew my mind right here, just to look at this stat. So I want to go to geography, right? And then I'll do lifetime, and it should pop up. So bro, only 43% of my views came from the United States. Look how many countries have been introduced to your boy. That's amazing. That's amazing. And then your boy getting a lot of love out of where is it at? Russia. Russia on average spends 25 minutes per video watching my joint. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? And then even then, look at this. This is another thing that blew my mind, right? So I went to device type, bro. Almost 20% of people who's watch my joint on a television. I'm on TV in countries around the world just from my little 135 YouTube subscribers. On average, on a television, they're watching me 23 minutes per view, bro. From sitting in my room creating content, and I'm reaching not just phones. I think sometimes we leave it as phones, but as you see, mobile phone. Most of my watch time hours are on the television. We're on TVs and all around the world. You're global already, just with a channel of 135 people. So just imagine, once I keep putting in effort and keep building it out, it's a lot bigger than the echo chamber that you think that you've been into. I'm thinking I'm only talking to you and a couple of people.
We avoid it. We bypass this whole time. It's been right here in our faces. And like you said, and even celebrating the small wins, because again, all it takes is one. You know what I mean? All it takes is one purchase. All it takes is one.
Look, your boy big. It's my second biggest journey to the Philippines. I'm gonna have to be a passport.
I've been trying to go there too, but I ain't gonna hold you. We can
then Indonesia. We got the Asian countries on lock. Then we in Mexico. Then we in Puerto Rico. Then we in Canada. Like that, bro. To me, like I said, once I really start seeing that, my little 13,000 views and how they've actually been segregated throughout the world, Belize, Cuba, Oregon, Malaysia.
You know, there go my spot, bro. Go ahead, click on Colombia. Let's find out what next time we're going back out there.
Look, and then Colombia is also high. Average of 3 minutes and 57 seconds per view. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see if I can sort. Yeah, you can sort through view average. So Bahamas, Germany. So this is based off view. So my top is Russia, then the Bahamas. So this is great information to know, even as a content creator, when I'm creating content. And even understand that on a small level, you guys see, I only have 135 subscribers, but even on a small level, I'm creating an impact. To think that there's someone who I don't know who has me on their television screen watching is something to bug out over, and to really understand how powerful these platforms are and how we should be best utilizing them, especially if you have something good to say. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Jared said, "Get two pigeons with one beam."
There it is, 2 pigeons with one beam. Thanks, Jay. My fault. I'm over here, man. I done got one of our AI bots that sent me a trade to buy on gold, so
listen, we're gonna cover it from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna show you how to earn some money, and then in subsequent videos, we're gonna show you what to do with the money, and that's where my boy Seuss comes in. And this is the beautiful part about it, bro. And even just even giving you your flowers, you know what I'm trying to say. all like this man does so much behind the scenes just to get the information and not to hoard it, but to share it with his family and his friends. He done became a life insurance agent, figured out trust, credit repair, digital marketing, like everything that someone would need, you know what I'm saying, to go from this all the way up to here. So this is the things that we're trying to, walk you through. It's not just necessary, having a particular thing that we're trying to get you to stick to. We're just trying to get you to go through a certain hierarchy. Most of us are having a problem with earning, but once you fix earning it, you need to save it. Once you fix saving, you need to invest it. So we want to be here to help you as we're walking through ourselves. Shout out to Gary Vee. He shows you just a document. We're just documenting what we're doing. So when he's showing you Forex or trust, we're not trying to brag or boast, maybe a skosh, but we are just documenting what we're doing, and we're sharing it with our tribe. And what we realize is that, and I know this from my brother, we look at ourselves, and we are just normal people. We look at ourselves as just normal people. So we don't understand at times that the things that we're doing behind the scenes to other people, that they're not even on, because sometimes we could be in our own echo chamber. So we're creating this value to those of you who I've realized some of you don't know where to get started. Some of you don't know how to create a website. Some of you never even heard of AdSense. Some of you don't even understand. You hear about all this digital real estate, but no one's never showed you a property in the beginning, or they always showed you, once it's finished and done. This is why I'm excited that you guys get to see that page, because you get to follow along as almost a case study, to where we're showing you right in front of your face how to create a digital asset. Then now, once I got this money coming in, now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and make that thing pay for the LLC, then make that thing pay for the trust, then so on and so forth. Then maybe the trust is now, one of the AI by trading Forex. So it's all this stuff that we're gonna take you up. Trust me, we're gonna take you guys up.
Yeah.
You guys just
we got time. We here. If we wake up, look, we're fortunate enough to wake up, bro, then we got time. So wherever it takes us, I'm open, and I appreciate it, man. AI trade. Man, it's.
But yeah, guys,
don't get me started. My Sunday night.
Go ahead, Jesus. What you say?
No, I was gonna say, don't get me started over here. I'm literally gonna pull the charts up on my side at 12 o'clock, man, on Sunday. This is when I get in.
So even that,
I really want to give it back.
We're gonna publicly state to the people, especially why I got you on here live. We've already showed you how to build your own brand. We already showed you how to build your own Forex. We already showed you how, but it's been bits and pieces. And now we're going to come to you guys, and we're going to have certain days where we go live about digital. We're going to have certain days where we go live talking about Forex. We're going to have certain days where we go live talking about trust. We're going to bring that value back to you guys. And my brother can speak to it, because we feel like there's people in the game that's more about themselves than they are about the people. And if you know us,
bro, it's over. Here's why it's over, is because no disrespect to what worked before, but what got us here won't get us there, bro. And we came from the age of when you didn't have the information, so we had to buy the information. It wasn't given to us, right? Now we got AI. Now we are super artificial intelligence. So now these questions that we have, we need answered. We don't need to pay these people this crazy big bag for it. Honestly, I feel like I said to you, it's almost like selling drugs, bro. Because in order for you to brag about the money you made, you got to make it off your people. And if what you're selling to your people ain't helping them get to the next level, then what are we really talking about? And a lot of these companies, while they may have had the value, they really could have just helped the person get the result they were selling. And now you really both got the money. But instead, the money went from the consumer to the company, and then that's where it stops, bro. With us, where I know is we can really give people value to give them a result that can change their life. And the result, solid people now, are there going to be people that take the sauce and run off on the plug, bro? It happens, yes. But for the ones that are solid, they'll take this information and it'll come right back. So now we got 10, 20 people, we got 100 people, we got 1,000 people with great credit scores, with leveraging business credit, that's leveraging, compound interest in the markets, that have their own family banks and life insurance. The things that we're learning really isn't even for us; it's for the community. And what we got stuck in the part where not even stuck, where I said self was stuck, was I was not giving the information back, the ladder, not putting the ladder down for people to really like at least climb up. What we've been doing is we've been building the art. the arc is built for everybody. The arc, and and we're still building because you never know it all. But we've been building, and we haven't been leaving the ladder. So now we're leaving the ladder. That's what I really feel like this, and I got to give it back to you because even though it's been years of us talking about this, we've actually launched a few different ventures, bro, and they had a lot of success. I know we don't even say the names because it's like not something that we focus on anymore, but you built a lot of great things. I built a lot of great things. I think this go round is just us building the best version of us, and this is going to be the example that others get to chime in on or see. So it ain't no pressure. We're not selling you. We're really just showing you. Like Roz, I really feel like, hey, bro, if I'm selling you anything, I'm selling you on me, selling myself on me. And you get to enjoy the ride and you get to learn, what we got going. So, again, bro, I appreciate hats off to you for being a general.
Hey, man, listen, bro, once again, like I called you earlier, and for whatever reason, I think we both like that. It never quite, we know we can run, but it never feels quite right running without each other. So then we don't run. You know what I'm saying?
I won't do it. I'll tell you flat out, bro. Yeah, I know we can win. Yeah. I don't want to win because if you ain't doing it, I don't want to do it either, bro.
That's a fact.
We can sell it. We can do anything on this earth. I think that's the brilliant part about like this is, we've channeled and we've been able to tap into that next level, bro. We're here. So this is just a challenge for this ain't really a challenge because as we're telling this to somebody's going to take this information right now, and they're going to go live. They're going to do exactly. They're going to see what Jared did, and they're going to say, "Yo, I can be Jared, right? I can take that information," and they're going to get a result. Right. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't even really for us, man. It's big, and I appreciate you, bro, with the utmost everything I have in me because I ain't doing it without you, bro. It don't matter what you got on the line. I'm telling you, I'm not coming without Rob, bro.
Same here, brother. But do you want to give the people where they can find out some more information about you at what website they can go to? They see this video, want to check up on you?
Yeah, sure. You can the easiest one you can go to Elevate LIV and the number 8. So it's like Live 8, almost live forever, LIV8.co. That's the company site. If you hit get started, a chatbot will ask you questions and figure out what you want to do, whether to schedule a call or services. And you can also find me at susvillano.info. That's kind of difficult to spell, so I really believe that elevate.co will be a lot easier. But also find me through Ra. That's it. You see this man that got you on the screen right here. This is the Omega right here. He doesn't even, well, he does know it, but his power is bringing people together. So he didn't put a battery in my back. So if you need anything that I have, you go through that man right there, and it'll be freshly delivered. I promise you that.
Hey, man, that was beautiful. We're going to have, like I said, this is a testament to where it's a lot of ideas that we have, but we understand sometimes before you formulate those ideas, because things can get lost in translation. We just started running. So we're going to figure out, exactly how the other stuff starts to look while you're going to watch us build the shit while we're flying and build the plane, while we're flying it. So I promise you guys, we have a lot of great things coming for you. This was just conversation one. This is just a live conversation. We're gonna have some trainings, we're gonna have some information, and you can expect, to see our faces a lot more and to hear, our voice added to the, the overall value conversation that's being had socially a lot more. And I appreciate you guys, Seuss, as always. I appreciate you, Jared, our wingman. He's gonna be on one of the next episodes. Appreciate you in the comments holding us down the entire episode. If you guys haven't followed Sacred Boxing, you want to get your fisticuffs right, go follow our boy on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and DSO. He's on all the platforms. And appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.